So, is tarot evil? I'm going to give you guys my life experience. Now, I wasn't like doing any rituals or anything like that, but I would do monthly pulls. It used to be like a weekly thing, but that was a very long time ago, like a year ago. And so I do monthly pulls now. And so people don't comment on here, but they say things about what I've said on here, or they say they don't watch anything, but then they'll be mentioning things about the topic that I said in a video I made that week or something. But then, yeah, they never leave anything on here because then it can be all covert, you know. But my life was really hard as a Christian, as it hasn't really changed much in that regard. It's just I've got wiser, and because I have a lot of work experience, I'm able to, well, I've been unemployed for 7 months, but it's just I know that it's going to work out. And people say, that could be the autism thing, again, that spectrum. Because here's the thing, is how come some of them are thriving and then, and then they burn out, and then how come some as children are not thriving, and I wasn't acting, I was just like, okay, you got to do what you got to do. So it was more like, some people would say, well, just the community would say that's masking, but then when neurotypicals think of masking, they think of someone who's putting on an act, rather than like saying, okay, like, I'm frustrated and I'm overwhelmed, but I'm going to control myself and then go and do what needs to be done. Or, it's all because my needs aren't being met or whatever. But the thing is when you put yourself out there, you come across like-minded people. Like attracts like. It's like attracts like, and also the dark gets attracted to the light. So my life was really hard as a Christian, and then even after a Christian, but just the whole work experience things makes it a lot easier for me to get employment opportunities. So, yes. Well, here's the thing. That whole burnout thing, that just goes to show it has no one way of showing itself. There's been a number of times I've found out some people that I had met and had conversations with, and this is what shifted my brain. They were autistic or ADHD, as I knew, but it turned out they had been diagnosed with higher levels instead of level 1. That's why I'm taking on the whole spectrum thing, because I honestly answered the questionnaire, and it says like in certain areas I'm like level 2, but in other areas I'm like level 1. That's what I mean by it's not level 1, level 2, level 3, it just depends. I got everything in place. So yeah, the whole tarot is evil, or well, again, it just comes down to people trying to make sense of the world. When someone who does tarot or is into some other form of spirituality, whatever it may be, well, for me, I just call myself spiritual, but I never disconnected from God. You know what I mean? I never, how do I put it? Just more and more information was revealed to me, and that's why I'm open about more things. That's all. You know, I haven't switched off from God, and I don't hate God or anything. I was looking at the time, and I'm paused up on the way. I'm waiting for a couple of cars, and because I noticed that a lot of, like, not fanatics, but like those who are like, either it's their whole being, or they make a career out of it, or they, apart from work, apart from their employment, their whole being is in whatever it is they believe in. And it's like, well, whether they stick out to me, and they never used to stick out, but now they do, I look back, and it's like those who used to give me the time of day outside of training, like rugby training and stuff, and outside of whatever class I was going to, those who did give me the time of day said, oh, you want to go catch up for coffee, you want to go do this and that. Looking back, they're like, they all had autistic or ADHD or something, you know? And then there's the, people say shared struggle. Yeah, it can be a shared struggle, but at the same time, it might also be the catalyst for confrontation, because you're in a similar boat, and if someone else is in a survival mode, it's survival mode, and you are too. And so, how much time has gone? 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to be there in a couple of minutes, so I'll just let it keep running until I park up, which won't be that long. Yeah, looking back at times when I had intense moments with the people I knew that were autistic or ADHD, it was like I didn't have any needs met for a long time. They didn't have needs met for a long time, and then there was the opportunity for one of us to get our needs met. Whether it be financial or relationship, and then that would be the source of contention. But we always figured it to make it work out in the end. Sometimes you just grow apart from people, but, you know. And there's also these other things too, but, you know, again, I used to get annoyed when people were talking about things and they didn't know about it. So that's why I don't go on about these other ones, like schizophrenia or whatever, you know, because you need to have experience. Otherwise, I could be putting them through those people through the emotional turmoil that other people unintentionally put me through, or, you know. So yeah, I don't know where this recording is up to, time-wise, because TikTok will only allow it up to 10 minutes. But I'll just park up and I'll pause the recording. Stop it, sorry.